Welcome to the presentation on returning to physical activity. My name is Sam, a physical therapist here at the clinic, and the last couple of years have been extremely difficult for the general population, really, of the world. With COVID, people have been more isolated and then moving less in their general activities. We all know the benefits of exercise and movement in regards to decreasing diseases and increasing longevity. What we're going to be doing is taking 3 different subjects and developing some movement patterns or home programs for them to do to get them back into an active lifestyle. Good morning. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in to a physical therapy evaluation. And we found out that the muscles in your forearm are pretty tight, and you're also having some tingling too, a little bit of being on the computer for a long time.
Yes.
And your shoulders tight too.
Yeah, shoulder, upper back, kind of that sort of pain.
And upper back. So we're going to figure out and give you some exercise program to do that. And when I put you on the oximeter to figure out your pulse, it was a little high, 90s to 100.
Okay.
So usually that indicates that a person hasn't been that active recently.
Yeah.
So I would suggest starting a walking program or even being in the pool, right? 3 times a week would be good, and just starting gradually on that. And we're going to...
For like how long?
Probably starting out just 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Good question. And that you talked about you consume energy drinks too, right?
Yeah, it just helps me focus more with looking at the screen for long durations of time.
And that may have to do with increasing your pulse too.
Okay.
So you may want to decrease that a bit too, especially when you start to exercise.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over some exercises now. Okay?
Yeah.
So Megan, we're going to do a few exercises. If you can just bring your right arm out, and then stretch that and take that to the point where you're getting a good stretch, right, for a few seconds. And then bring that up. Not to where it's painful, but where you're stretching that. There you go. And now even open up your fingers, to where that's neutral, and then bring them together. And you notice they move a little slow. That's kind of what happens when they get tired. And now curl them, and then down, bring that down, and then up. So you're curling your fingers and bringing it down to where that's called median nerve glide, actually, finger glide. And you're having a hard time doing that, right? So those tendons are a little tight onto there. There you go. Boom. And now bend your elbow and then wrist up, wrist down. Yeah. And just keeping that there. And now let's just move that whole shoulder in and out. Yeah. And then relax. Shrug your shoulders, both of them, and down. And then bring that back and forward, and then back, and then relax. So Megan, this is another option to sit on this ball.
Okay.
And there are people that actually sit on this to work on the computer. So, and you can do different exercises too, and they even make a base for this, just so it'd be just like a chair. So what I'd like you to do is just slouch. Yeah, just slouch and arch, back and forth. Breathe. Belly button forward, belly button back, and then end up in the middle. And now shoulder shrug. And then forward and back. That's it. Yeah.
So what are the benefits to using a ball versus a chair?
Well, there's less pressure on the spine.
Okay.
So then you have to also balance, your body has to move in the meantime, still being able to do things.
Okay.
So it's a big difference actually.
Okay, good.
And then now just let's twist. Yeah. And now even bring your hand on your lower leg and then twist onto that. And then bend forward. And then back. And let's bring your arm back. Lots of stuff you can do on shoulder, elbow, hands, and your entire spine. And then relax. And another option is that you, do you have a sit-stand workstation?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you can also do that as far as we can probably get you one, and then you'll be able to go to sit to stand.
Okay.
So another option is you can sit on the ball, you can use a chair, and then have a certain workstation doing your things, 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
We recommend for you to be standing up every half an hour.
Okay.
And then you can go to a standing position.
Okay.
Boom. It's that simple.
Awesome. And how long do you recommend standing for? So if it stand every 30 minutes for about how long?
Yeah, and then every 30 minutes, and then
Okay.
changing positions.
Awesome.
So you could use this at work or even get that at home and then do that. So you're going to be either on a walking program or back in the pool, right, a few times a week, and then doing your exercises, and then I'd like to see you back like in a few weeks. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Great. See you then.